हेलो एवरीवन। आज के हम लेक्चर में जो कल हमारा रह गया था, कल जो हमारा बच गया था, हम वो चैप्टर का पार्ट कवर करेंगे। फर्स्टली वील बी लुकिंग एट 3 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन। कल हमने 6 टाइप ऑफ केमिकल, अलग अलग टाइप ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस पढ़े थे। आज जो रिमेनिंग 3 टाइप्स ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस है, दैट विल बी कंप्लीटिंग टुडे, एज वेल एज what do you mean by corrosion and what do you mean by rancidity. We will be completing these terms today. And the last part is which are the factors which affect the chemical reaction. ऐसी कौन सी चीज है जिसके वजह से रेट ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन जो है वो फास्ट हो सकता है या स्लो हो सकता है. सो वील बी लर्निंग ऑल दिस थिंग्स इन टूडेज लेक्चर. ओके, सो फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन जो आज हम पढ़ने वाले, दैट इज ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन. नाउ व्हाट इज ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन? द रिएक्शन इन विच ऑक्सीजन कंबाइंस और हाइड्रोजन इज लिबरेटेड. एक ऐसा रिएक्शन जिसमें ऑक्सीजन या तो कंबाइन होता है टू फॉर्म अ प्रोडक्ट और हाइड्रोजन इज लिबरेटेड टू फॉर्म अ प्रोडक्ट. That particular type of reaction is called as oxidation reaction. दो possible cases oxidation reaction के. One will be either oxygen combines to form a product. Oxygen कहाँ पे combine होकर जाएगा? It will combine to form that particular product. और hydrogen will be liberated. Hydrogen gas क्या होगी? बाहर release हो जाएगी to form a product. That particular reaction is called as oxidation reaction. Let me give you a quick example for oxidation reaction. One will be 2Mg plus O2 will give 2MgO. In this case, oxygen is combining with magnesium. In this case, oxygen is combining with magnesium and it is forming magnesium oxide. Oxygen क्या हो रहा है? Combine हो रहा है magnesium के साथ. So this reaction is called as oxidation reaction. And another example will be MgH2. In this particular reaction, MgH2, it breaks down to form magnesium and hydrogen gas is been liberated separately. So this type of reaction is also called as oxidation reaction. This is also an oxidation reaction and this is also an oxidation reaction. Either oxygen is combined or hydrogen is liberated to form the particular product. These are the products. So oxygen is combined to form the product or hydrogen is liberated to form the product. These type of reactions are called as oxidation reaction. Now next one will be reduction reaction. In case of reduction reaction, it is the vice versa for oxidation reaction. In case of reduction reaction, hydrogen is combined to form the product. In case of reduction reaction, hydrogen is combined to form the product और oxygen gas is been liberated. या तो hydrogen combine होगा or else oxygen gas will be liberated to form the product. That type of reaction will be called as reduction reaction. I'll just give you a quick example for reduction reaction. Here in this reaction, if we'll see 2Ag2O, that means silver oxide, it breaks down to give us 4 molecules of silver. It breaks down to give us silver plus oxygen is been liberated separately. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? ऑक्सीजन गैस अलग से लिबरेट हो रही है. So whenever oxygen gas is been liberated or hydrogen gas is being combined to form a product, that particular reaction is called as reduction reaction. Whenever oxygen gas is liberated, vice versa to oxidation, whenever oxygen gas is been liberated or hydrogen gas is combined to form a product, that reaction is called as reduction reaction. And last one is the redox reaction. As the name indicates, redox reaction stands for, red stands for reduction and ox stands for oxidation. So whenever reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously, that type of reaction is called as redox reaction. अगर एक ही रिएक्शन में रिडक्शन एंड ऑक्सीडेशन दोनों परफॉर्म हो रहा है, देन उस टाइप की रिएक्शन को हम क्या बोलेंगे? रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन. Here 2H2S combines with SO2 and it gives us 3S plus 2H2O. Now we have to identify where oxidation and where reduction takes place. So firstly I'll give you an example for that. In this case, if we look here, 3 sulfur molecules are formed, but here it was SO2. That means in this particular scenario, oxygen gas has been liberated. In this particular scenario, oxygen gas has been liberated. So when oxygen has been liberated, in this particular scenario, oxygen gas has been liberated. So if oxygen has been liberated, then that type of reaction is called as reduction reaction. So here reduction has taken place, and if we look here in this particular reaction, hydrogen was present with sulfur, but here hydrogen is combining with oxygen, and if oxygen is been combined, then that is oxidation. So where reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously, that type of reaction is called as redox reaction. So we have learned today all the three different types of reaction, that is oxidation, reduction and redox reaction. Oxidation reaction, it combines with oxygen or hydrogen is liberated to form the product. Reduction reaction, it combines with hydrogen or oxygen is liberated to form the product. And redox reaction, where oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, that type of reaction is called as redox reaction. Another thing which is there for oxidation and reduction is that in case of oxidation, it loses electrons and it gains positive charge. In case of reduction, it accepts electron and it gains negative charge. So in a particular reaction, if one is donating electrons, then their oxidation has taken place, and if one is accepting electrons, then their reduction has taken place. This is another way to identify oxidation and reduction. Okay, so next terms जो हम पढ़ने वाले, that is corrosion and rancidity. Now corrosion, due to some atmospheric changes, कुछ atmospheric changes के वजह से, whenever metals combine with oxygen, oxidation of that particular metals takes place. जब भी हम metals को काफी time, if we'll keep it exposed to air or if we'll keep it exposed to water for a longer duration, it gets combined with the oxygen present in that particular air or present in water, and oxidation of that particular metals takes place, because of which their strength reduces. That particular process is called as corrosion. For example, if iron is exposed to air for a longer duration, a reddish colored layer is formed on iron, which is called as rust. So in that way, rusting of iron takes place. That is called as corrosion. And the next part is rancidity. So rancidity is whenever we use cooking oil which is kept in an open air for a longer duration, then a foul odor, or we can say a bad smell, starts coming from that cooking oil, and eventually it causes, if we eat that particular food which has been cooked in that particular oil, it will cause disorder to our stomach. So oxidation of that particular oil or ghee, that is called as rancidity. Okay, whenever oxidation of cooking oil or ghee takes place, that is called as rancidity. And whenever oxidation of metals takes place, that is called as corrosion. To prevent, we can prevent corrosion in different ways, like we can paint them, we can apply oil on that particular metal. Similarly, rancidity can be prevented if we use airtight containers. Because of rancidity, we have started using airtight containers, because cooking oil or ghee, if exposed to air, that should not get oxygen should not combine with that particular oil. Therefore, we have started using airtight containers. So solution to avoid rancidity is to start using airtight containers. Okay, last thing जो हम पढ़ने वाले, that is factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction. That is ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जिसके वजह से chemical reaction fast हो सकता है या slow हो सकता है. So first one is nature of reactant. Nature of reactant is how reactive that particular element is. If a particular element is more reactive, then वो ज़्यादा जल्दी react करेगा with some other element. For example, aluminium is more reactive than zinc. So if we'll combine aluminium with some other element, if we'll combine aluminium with oxygen, so aluminium oxide will be formed at a faster rate as compared to when zinc will be combined with oxygen. Zinc oxide, it will take a lot of time to form zinc oxide. Zinc oxide form होने के लिए बहुत time चला जाएगा. But aluminium oxide जल्दी form होगा. Why? Because aluminium is more reactive than zinc. That is nature of reactant. That which particular element is more reactive, that will increase the speed of reaction, and the particular element is less reactive, the reaction will take place at a slower rate. Next is size of reactant. The size of particles. If the size of particles are small, then the reaction will take place at a faster rate, and if the size of particles are large, then the reaction will take place at a slower rate. Next is concentration of reaction. Concentration of reaction is whether that particular reactant is diluted or whether it is diluted or it is concentrated. अगर concentrated solution है तो reaction fast होगा, and अगर diluted solution है तो reaction slow होगा. Concentrated and dilute is, concentrated solution contains more amount of acid or more amount of that particular element and less amount of water. Concentrated solution में ज्यादा amount में वो particular acid रहता है and less amount में water रहता है. Diluted solution में ज्यादा amount में water रहता है. It is 90% water and 10% acid. If we say concentrated hydrochloric acid, that means 90% acid and 10% water. If we say dilute hydrochloric acid, So that means 10% acid and 90% water. So अगर concentrated solution है तो reaction fast होगा. Next is temperature of reaction. अगर किसी particular reactant, particular element का temperature ज़्यादा है और while the reaction is going on, if we increase the temperature, the reaction will take place at a faster rate. When the reaction is taking place, अगर हम temperature को increase कर देते हैं, so the reaction takes place at a faster rate. And catalyst is the element which do not directly take part in the chemical reaction, but it increases the speed of chemical reaction. अगर हम catalyst add कर देते हैं तो speed of chemical reaction क्या होता है, increase हो जाता है, but वो directly chemical reaction में part नहीं लेता. So these are the 5 things because of which the rate of chemical reaction is either increased or it can be decreased. So that's all for today. अब आपको homework के लिए the 3 reactions जो हमने आज पढ़े, so all those 3 type of reactions you have to write, as well as 2 examples for that. Then corrosion, rancidity, the definitions for corrosion and rancidity, and the definitions for the factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction. You have to describe all these things individually. Okay, thank you.